You ready to go?
Yeah, I just had to call the station and remind them I would be late. It's a little strange to see you in uniform.
Yeah, it's weird. I never wear it unless something lousy's happened. I feel a lot better about this thing if we had something, if I could go to Marie and tell her that we were closing in on the people who cheated her kids that have ever known their father. And we're going to put them away for 100,000 years. That would make me feel a hell of a lot better, I'll tell you.
Well, you're making some headway, aren't you?
Oh, I don't know. We had probably our best shot last night. Remember I told you we came up with a name, somebody who was pushing?
Yeah, you said you were going to try to locate whoever it was.
Yeah, we did that. And not only that, we came up with the actual time and place of the deal going down. We were moving in for the kill, and all of a sudden the pusher spooked and took off like a bat out of hell. It was a picture-perfect bust. Just disappeared. I'd love to know who tipped that woman off. I'd make sure they get a high-priced seat at the funeral today. Right behind Marie Fellows and her kids.
Good morning. Listen, let's try to remember that today is still a work day. When we get back from the service, Alvarez and I will try to follow up on what caused that blackout the other night. Donnelly, you and Cruz are still trying to track down the dealer, right?
Yeah, the country club said they'd fax that list to us in about an hour.
Okay. Somebody get that, huh?
Donnelly? No, wait, who is this? All right, just a minute. Somebody didn't want to stand the line.
What'd they say?
Asher's accident was a setup. Somebody wanted the DA dead and tampered with his car.
They wouldn't think that's occurred to us. We're just the police.
Oh, did we already do a check on the vehicle?
Standard procedure. It's interesting to hear that somebody thinks we might actually find something. I think it warrants putting a guard at the hospital. We don't want someone trying to get into Asher's room and trying to finish the job.
So they're not going to give you too much flack about coming in late, are they?
No. Even a news director has a heart when it comes to a funeral.
Yeah, well, you're not working on anything too pressing at the moment, right? Easter festivities around town this week, isn't that your beat?
Mostly, yeah. Not the greatest challenge of my career.
Damn it.
You know, if you've got the name and description of whoever it is that's pushing the drugs, you're bound to come up with her sooner or later.
How did you know it was a she?
Well, you said if I only knew who tipped that woman off.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, well, you can bet she'll be laying low now that she knows the heat's on. These people can disappear into the woodwork so fast it makes your head spin. I mean, she won't be talking to anybody except the suppliers and users she already knows. The rest of us get the door slammed in our face.
Actually, being a good cop's kind of a liability, isn't it? Your picture's been in the paper so many times, you couldn't even go undercover if you tried.
Oh, yeah, that's why you have to work out deals with these lowlifes that should be serving time. Instead of putting them away, you get them to work for you. And half the time they're bending over backwards looking for ways not to find out what you asked them to find, you know? Got no damn choice. You lose a good inside man like Tom, it takes you weeks, months to get back inside a system. Meanwhile, you're dealing with some jerk who'd sell his mama for a nickel bag of whatever the hell is on special this week. I'm sorry, I'm going off. I don't know why I'm going off. We better hit it, we'll be late.
Looks like the list you were asking for earlier.
Oh, yeah.
Female members and employees of the Capitol Country Club.
What, there's 300-400 people there? How long do you think the MV will take to give us some photo IDs?
Oh, shouldn't be more than a couple of hours. But you know what? Let's call Santiago and have him get Rob in here. He could probably identify this Lady Jane faster than we can using the computer.
Yeah, Nikki and I are going to head down to the docks.
Listen,
Santiago.
Vic, assuming we're right about this, that it was sabotage, we're going to need more than the actual monkey wrench that was thrown into the works. The big blank is who wanted that blackout and why.
Yeah, well, that's what we're working on.
Okay, just wanted to make sure.
This must have come in while we were at the church, Alvarez. Your fiancé called. I can wait until you get back to him.
No. Sure, it's not anything urgent.
All right, keep trying.
Thanks. Thanks, Tom. Michael,
Yeah.
check this out. This is the accident report from Ethan Asher's car.
Okay, so when are we going to see footage on this undercover mission?
Don't call it that, okay? I'm not a cop. I'm not pretending to be. I just happen to be in a position to expose something that's cost this city one life already.
Okay, when are you going to meet with your connection?
In a few minutes. As a matter of fact, I gotta go.
Wait a second. You're telling me that we're going to position some hidden cameras in broad daylight?
No. You are not going to do anything. I want a few meetings to go by before we position anything. This woman knows I work in a television station. She's had her eyes peeled for a camera since the first day we met.
Okay, you hold up on it. Don't set anything until that you feel that you're safe. But please don't wait too long. I mean, do you remember the wonderful public support, the outcry when the mayor came out, stepping up her campaign on illegal drugs? I would like to cash in on that while the public interest is high.
Sam, I am not going to create a story around maximum ratings potential.
Eden, don't get testy. I know that.
The reason that I'm doing this is it seems to be one of those rare occasions when a civilian might be able to get someplace the police don't have access to get.
That leads me to my second question. I assume that your husband does not know what you're working on.
No, he doesn't. I honestly believe I can protect my source and pursue it at the same time. She's low on the totem pole, the source, and I'm hoping that she'll be able to lead me to the main supplier. That's why I don't think we should do any filming. I really think we should wait until we can find out where all this crystal meth is coming from.
Look, Eden, you can't do this by yourself. It's one thing to buy junk. It's another to ask a lot of questions that might get sticky. Look, no story is worth getting hurt. Not the way these people can hurt you if they think you're onto them.
I don't know. For pictures, I mean, they could be. Are you, stalling, Rob? What? Stalling, are you?
No, I'm not stalling. I'm just not sure that any of these people are her, that's all.
Oh, that's good. That's a relief, because I thought maybe you were sure, but you were holding out on me. You wouldn't do something like that, would you?
No, come on.
Come on! You come on! I'm losing patience with you, pal. This is not... Look at me. This is not a game. You understand? I'm going to call your parents in a minute and tell them what you've been doing to put extra cash in your pocket. You want me to do that?
Not my parents.
I looked up their number in the book in case your memory fails you, which apparently it has. It's what, 555?
All right! Okay,
Good.
that's her.
Well, what do you know? Her name really is Jane. Jane Kingsley.
I was afraid you wouldn't come. I almost didn't. Did you have trouble getting the stuff?
No, I didn't have trouble with that. My trouble, Eden, is with you. Why do I keep getting hung up on the fact that your husband is a cop?
Well, if you think he's got me working for him, you're wrong.
Really? Well, I suppose there's one way to find out. I could, call him down at the precinct and tell him that his wife has another lover on the side. Or, but it's not another man. It's, something that comes in little magic.
Jane, come on, for God's sakes. I'm not trying to pull anything over on you. I'm not working for him. I just... Look, I know I have to quit, for me, for my kid's sake, but I can't right now. You just have to tell me if you're going to help me or not.
Okay. Okay, be cool. The doctor is in.
Capitol Country Club, can I help you?
Yes, this is Jane Kingsley's office. Is Miss Kingsley expected in today? She has an appointment listed here, and I can't seem to make out what she wrote.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, she just walked in. Would you like to speak to her?
No, actually, I just have some papers for her to sign. Wouldn't want to disturb her lunch. Just wanted to make sure she wasn't too far away. Thank you very much.
Sure thing.
Better straighten your tie, Walters. We're going to be rubbing elbows with the country club set. Come on.
See, after Lyman, I went abroad to college, studied art at Perugia. You did that Sorbonne thing, right?
Yeah.
God forbid girls like us should just go to UCLA. I mean, probably would have been a hell of a lot happier. So anyway, after being totally immersed in the Renaissance, I was ready for a change. So I went to Turkey, an island called Bodrum. Ever hear of it?
No. Is that where you got into dealing?
No, that's when I got into using. I know, you probably think that those of us who sell it would be smart enough not to get hooked, but, if you remember correctly, I was never really that smart. And now I need $1,000 a week just for my own upkeep. So if you were wondering how a nice girl like me got into a business like this. So what about you? What turned you on?
I was into prescription drugs. I don't know if you heard about it, but I was raped last year.
God.
No. Well, the aftermath was a little tough, and I went into therapy, and I started taking tranquilizers, and the doctor said that I should probably taper off, and I went into a panic. I sort of pretendingly kind of panicked in front of a coworker, saying that my doctor was taking away my happy pills, and they came up with a solution for me, so... Listen, do you think that we might be able to just do business and look at the dessert tray later?
I'm strung out, I know what you mean. Okay. I'm on a diet anyway. I'll go to the ladies' room. Wait a few seconds and meet me there.
Seems to be leaving, Walters. Perhaps you'd like to accompany her at a safe distance?
Gotcha.
Thanks.
I'll be in touch.
All right. Do you have a phone I could use for a second? And how would you get out here?
Just down mine.
Okay.
Hi.
Hi.
Are you here for lunch? I thought you hated this place.
Yeah, well, I know why you're here.
You do?
Yeah. I saw the sign in the lobby for the gala Easter egg hunt, and I was thinking you better... A lot of these families are going to bring their kids here Easter Sunday if you don't spell out Saturday loud and clear. We wouldn't want all the kids thinking the Easter Bunny forgot about them.
Well, I gotta go. I booked a session at the studio for 1 o'clock, so...
Okay.
These dressers look better.
Yeah, thanks.
See you later. I love
Okay,
you.
yeah, I love you too. Well, I don't know about you two, but I had a very profitable day.
Yeah? That makes one of us. What happened?
We located our dealer. Her name is Jane Kingsley, and as of this afternoon, she has a full-time police escort.
Well. Somebody struck it rich. Congratulations, my ace.
It's a little premature, Sam. Like I told you, it's going to take a while to get the story right. Today was just the first of many meetings with my new friend, Jane.
Every meeting Jane has, every person she comes into contact with is going on record with this department, and we are going to nail each and every one.